All right, I'm just going to wait here a few minutes and then we want to just share a few things with you. This is going to be a very short Facebook Live, but I just wanted to share a few things with you here as we are ending the year. And so we're just waiting a second here for some more people to come on in. All right. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? Jerry, good to see you, man. All right. Well, let's go for it, huh? Listen, Susie and I are really excited for 2018, and as so many things have been taking place in our hearts to really go for this new year, one of the things that God really spoke to us, even in a prophetic dream, was what we call true revival teams. Right now, you and I live in a day and an age when, unfortunately, the seeker-sensitive churches are applauded. Seeker-sensitive churches are almost the norm today, unfortunately. And so to go find a church that has the move of the Spirit or has a flow of revival or whatever it is that you want to call it, it's so rare, unfortunately. And so Susie and I were just really burdened in this prophetic dream that we had. And so God really gave us a plan to really begin to reach people, not only in the U.S., but also internationally. And that's what the Lord began to give us this thing called the True Revival Teams. Now, Susie has a link right there you can click on to go to our website and see more about it. We have a number of different videos and more videos coming out here, even as the days are to come. That'll really help equip you to start something like that. You know what? Your city deserves better than just the seeker-sensitive slop that's out there. We can't tell you how many times we get called and people will say to us, hey, I'm moving to such and such an area, or I'm going on vacation, and do you know of a Spirit-filled church in that area? Well, Spirit-filled on paper, sure. I mean, on paper, sure. But, as far as, being, flowing with the Holy Ghost and gifts of the Spirit outpouring. Hey, Pastor Larry, good to see you. And Chris, it's really a rarity, unfortunately. And so many times, I mean, especially when we lived in Florida. Hey, Dennis. When we lived in Florida, it was really difficult for us because there were so few Spirit-filled, on-fire, revival type of churches that have really been impacted by the power and the presence of God. And so that's why we wanted to put something together that actually impacts the city, whether it's through a local church or just an individual who opens up their home and says, hey, listen, we want to really minister to our city. We really want to do something to touch our city. And one of the ways you can do it is, if you're interested, you can connect with us. Go to our website, go to sharethefire.org, and just go under About, and it's just called True Revival Teams. The True Revival Teams, all the information is there. We have YouTube videos. I think we've got 4 of them already uploaded. One is getting uploaded today. So every day there'll be a new one that's uploaded that'll really, really stir your heart, to touch your city with the fire and the power and the presence of God. With so many people that have backslidden over the years. I mean, just think about it for a second. How many of you watching this right now, if you really sat and thought to yourself, how many people you used to go to church with? This family, this person, that person. And where are they? Where are they today? And hey, are you guys having trouble? Are you guys having trouble seeing this, or you can see it? Okay. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure, Luke. But how many times have you come across people that have just fallen off the radar and stuff, and just backslidden or just got devastated because of whatever, and then they just get swept out of it. And you know what? We live in a day and an age when people are tired of dead, lifeless forms, dead, lifeless religion. Dead, lifeless religion really brings no fruit. And it's just like in the Old Testament, if you remember, I think it was in the book of 1 Samuel, and it talks about Eli and his sons. Well, Eli was a prophetic picture of the current religious dead church system. And Eli went, and unfortunately, Eli, you see his sons, which is a prophetic picture of the fruit of Eli's life. What do we know of Eli? He was fat. He was overweight. He couldn't even lift himself up. He couldn't hear from God. He had to look to the young prophet Samuel, ask Samuel what was God saying. And then eventually his sons, they died and stuff, and it was just a mess. They were just involved in all kinds of bondage and stuff. Guess what? That's the dead religious system. And our cities deserve better. And that's why we wanted to put something together that to empower people like you. Those of you who are watching this right now, you have a fire in your heart to touch your city. You have a fire in your heart to touch your city. Maybe you say, well, I'm not a pastor. Well, you don't have to be a pastor. Do you have a house? You know, do you have a sound system? Do you have a computer you can just put on and maybe put some music worship on and invite some friends over and just minister to each other and in the gifts of the Spirit and prophesy and minister to each other? Stir the fire. Get people saved. Get them baptized in the Holy Ghost. Get them water baptized. Whatever it might be. Oh, thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. Yeah, right there. True. There's our website right there. You can click on and go there, and there's tons of information there, okay? But this is a very short video, but I just wanted to cast some vision for you for 2018. 2018 is right in front of us, and let's do this. Let's give our cities something that people can come and receive from. You know, I was yesterday doing some filming for some of these videos. And as I was doing some of the filming, I was reminded of the story of Ruth. If you remember the story of Ruth, it's centered around Bethlehem. Well, Bethlehem means the house of bread. But the story of Ruth starts off real funny because the story of Ruth starts off with, there's a famine. There's no bread where there should be bread. You know what? That's what we see in so much in dead, lifeless religion. Is it's got form, it may even know scriptures, but there's no power, there's no fruit, it's just dead, it's lifeless. They can't remember the last time someone got saved. They can't remember the last time someone got baptized in the Holy Ghost or got healed or got discipled or got delivered of demons and stuff. I'll tell you what, we love revival. Susie and I do. We went and we were holding some meetings in South Africa. And we had some people who came who were a part of the occult who got delivered of demons. We water baptized them right there that day. I mean, they were totally set free of the power of God. I mean, it was awesome. You know what? That should be normal. These people were involved in witchcraft. One girl for years. And here she was delivered. Her mind had been blown. And her mind came right when she gave her life to Christ. You know what? That's what your city needs. Your city doesn't need just another lifeless religious thing that doesn't bring any power or any change. So that's why we need you. We need you to be a part of it. So, hey, contact us. Go to the website Susie just gave you. Connect with us. Impact your city with the glory of God. Get people discipled. Let's get people discipled and absolutely change them with the presence and the power of God. All right. So listen, we love you guys. Contact us, write us, and connect with us. All right. Bless you. Revival in the new year in your city. All right. Love you guys.